Hey there, y'all. Welcome to Homesteading at Kooker. I'm Simber. Thank you so much for joining us. And I wanted to catch y'all up a little bit because it's been a little while since I uploaded a video. We had a pretty busy weekend, and yesterday was filled with work. I'm trying to catch up on a project, so that's been taking a bit of time. But on Saturday, last week we were celebrating a family birthday. So Justin was still off on Saturday, and while he and the kiddos were sleeping in, I couldn't get back to sleep, so I decided to come outside and do some butchering. And so I was actually able to get one completely done and in the crock pot before they even woke up, and I was on the next one before I heard them kind of moving around. But it was a really productive morning for me because I got 7 rabbits butchered all in one morning. I woke up at about 7, and by about 11 I was done. So it was probably between 2.5 hours for 7 rabbits. Now, granted, I want to get faster than that, but I was having a unique problem with the direction the sun was rising, and it was kind of hindering my vision a little bit with where our post is that allows us to do the processing. So anyway, while I know that's a controversial topic for a lot of people, I feel it's necessary, especially in today's situation, to discuss. While it's not fun to take the life of any animal, any food that we eat is a sacrifice of some sort of living thing, even plants. And I was actually talking with a friend's daughter, and the daughter is a friend because she's also a frequent babysitter for us. But even though we don't quite understand how plants communicate, plants are alive and they do communicate to each other, and they do show when they've been hurt or harmed. So that's kind of one of those arguments I have for individuals that that feel it's cruel to use animals for meat. Well, as a biologist, I would say that the same could be said of plants. So anytime any organism eats another organism, there is sacrifice, and it must be respected, and it must be intaken. The way we do it is by ingestion, with respect and with thankfulness that something else had its life ended in order for us to be able to continue our life and to thrive and to flourish. So even though a lot of people don't like the idea of butchering rabbits for meat, it's allowed us to have food security. So just from those 7 rabbits that I butchered on Saturday, the cats had food, the dogs had multiple days of treats from that, the chickens had food, and we had food. And this is going to be a second meal from us just from that one rabbit. And that rabbit actually additionally fed 2 friends. So, and then we have more in the freezer. So this will continue to be food security for us in these uncertain times. And these were not pet bunnies, as a lot of people tend to think. These were rabbits that were specifically bred for the purpose of either selling or as meat for us so that we can stay strong and healthy. Now, we have also butchered our chickens here at the homestead. And before anyone asks, no, we are not completely self-sufficient, even for our meat needs. We do not yet have things set up to have our own cows, although that is something we want eventually. And it's not a good idea to try to only subsist on rabbit because it's a lean meat. So we still go shopping at the grocery store. But by having this homestead and raising our own rabbits and chickens, we know that if worse comes to worse, we do have a way to keep food on our table, to keep meat in our diet, for us to have the strongest immune systems that we feel we can without having to rely on our American food industry and that system that we honestly we have our own reservations about. So anyway, this was kind of a rambling video. Let the discussions ensue below. I'm fine with discussion. Just please be respectful of everyone. It's good to have healthy debate, but make sure that it's respectful and we're not being mean, because there's no growth that happens through that. Growth happens when we have open and honest discussion of different viewpoints, so that we can then come to our own conclusions and do what we feel is best for our own selves and our own family. All right, y'all. God bless. Hope y'all have a good day and stay healthy. See you next time here at Kooker.